This is Open Air, new music from Colorado Public Radio at 102.3 FM and streaming worldwide at openaircpr.org. I'm Daniel Mescher, and I'm very pleased to introduce Josh Moorehead and the guest list into the CPR Performance Studio. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
The band hails from Denver. Their new album is No More Nostalgia. They'll celebrate its release with a show Friday, May 8th at the Oriental Theater. More details on that at our event calendar at openaircpr.org. We'll talk about the new album and you guys in just a bit, but how about a song first?
Yeah, this is going to be What Do You Know, Kid? What do you know, kid? You've got it good. Maybe I don't, and I'm misunderstood. I'm not in court, I'm not the cover of a book, so don't you judge me. What do you know, old man? Everything. I've got shoes older than you, kid. While you were in diapers, I was in a uranium mine. You might think I'm spoiled with no respect, but come on now, you geezer, let's not forget. The robot is taking your job, and they're taking mine. No class if it bit ya. That's because tuition's too high now, Grandpa. The times are too low, zoot suits are out. Did you know? Don't ask me why. And you could trust a stranger back in your day. Now you can trust danger for to stay. Kid, if you want to cry, go do it elsewhere. And listen here, kiddo, if you want to lay on down and cry, up to the Avon lady, 'cause I'm not going to hear these cries from you. Well, I'm not complaining, yes, I'm listening. This is the oddest time to be existing. When you're dead and gone, I'll take it in stride. I'll take it in stride. Be a man about it. I'll take it in stride.
It's Denver's own Josh Moorehead and the guest list here in the CPR Performance Studio. It's your debut performance here, guys, so why don't we get to know you? Could you all introduce yourselves and say what you do in the band?
Go ahead, Simon.
Simon, I'm the trombonist.
Eric, play the trumpet.
I'm Kyle, I play saxophone.
Cameron, play bass.
I'm back here hiding. I'm Tate, and I play on the drums.
Hey, I'm Zach, and I play on the keys.
I'm Josh Moorehead, and I play guitar and sing. And here's the guest list.
Well, it's great to have you guys here. There's a lot of musicianship here. There's horns, guitar, bass. How did this project come about, Josh?
Originally, Cameron and I were in a band called Ash and Embers, and that kind of faded out shortly after we released an album, which is kind of a shame. But I had some medical issues and was kind of thinking that music wasn't going to be my thing. But I continued to write, and Cameron and I, just couldn't resist playing music together. And so then he's in music school with all these guys at jazz school, and he brought Tate over. Oh, well, Zach started playing with us.
First recruit.
Yeah. First recruit was Zach, and because he brought so much as far as the harmony side of music goes. And then we got Tate on board, and we didn't really know what to call ourselves because I was kind of doing a solo thing. So we started as the guests, and then the guest list happened because we were trying to get people to a free show, and we told them they were on the guest list.
That's one way to advertise, yeah.
Sure. So, yeah, it just kept going. It kept moving. We got Eric on trumpet, and he just brought a lot of like soul, especially like that lonesome sound that harmonica and trumpet give you. So, and then we recruited Kyle and Simon, and yeah, here we are.
Well, great to have you all here at once. You've got a couple EPs out already, but this Friday, May 8th, you're releasing your full length, and the title is No More Nostalgia. And you said it's inspired in part by the house you currently live in, and that house has an interesting musical history in Denver. Is that right?
Yeah, it's exactly right. It was just about the dirtiest, grungiest house that you could imagine, filled with heavy rock and roll musicians, and it was just a safe place for musicians for so long. And once we moved in, Ash and Embers was in that house. It just kind of was magnified, and it became a lot more important to people. So that house is actually supposed to get bulldozed, and that's what the album is about. Is that you can't really have nostalgia about something that doesn't exist, because the actual term nostalgia means homecoming and getting, I don't even know what the word is, nostalgic about it. I mean,
Sentimental.
Sentimental, exactly.
But the house is still standing, is that right?
That's right. They can't get it approved by the city or something, so we've made a venue out of it and host DIY shows. So yeah.
Well, perhaps we'll refrain from saying the address in hopes that the city doesn't find out about it anytime soon. It can stand for many more years to come.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm also interested in the title, No More Nostalgia. You play a sort of music that lives within genres that have decades and decades of history. There's a little jazz and blues and such. So when you're writing within this type of music, how do you avoid nostalgia? How do you keep it new, keep it fresh?
That's a good question, because we were talking about it last night, because I bring it to the table. I bring like a folk song, and it turns into what we just played. And I don't know music theory, and all these guys do, and they're all talking some language that I have no idea what's going on. So it's really just it's collaborating and not being boxing yourself in by saying, "Oh, we're playing folk." I don't want any of that. We have a hard time with genres, so we don't really even know what to go with. I guess Americana.
Well, why don't we hear a couple more of these songs without genres right now? If you're just tuning in, it's Josh Moorehead and the GuestList here in the CPR Performance Studio. What's the next song you guys are going to play?
This is called Free From It All.
From it all for the night, so I heed the call of the breath. You're saying I'll be on my own. Yes, I'm filled up to the brim with desire, the ageless sin that's designed to drive a man to his ruins. The days are lasting endlessly. Suddenly my vision is melting, waxing, waning. can paint a pretty picture, but it will get old, and the day will come, and I feel true. I won't feel so bad, I won't seem so confused. No, I never believed that lust for life. Well, now I feel it, and it's every night. No, I never believed that lust for life. Yeah, now I feel it, and it's every I'm going to sweep my soul. I'm going to get it clean. I'm going to sweep my soul. It's littered inside. I know my ways, and they're hard to change. I know my ways, they're hard to change. Well, my father said that it won't be long before I go. Said, son, I know where I'm going, but you don't. He said, you got to wring it dry, and keep it that way this time. Go on and dust your heart. Try to learn to love again.
This is OpenAir 102.3 FM, and in the CPR Performance Studio is Josh Moorehead and the Guest List. The band plays an album release show for the new record No More Nostalgia on Friday, May 8th at the Oriental Theater. Also appearing will be the Kinky Fingers, Sawmill Joe, and Pine Barrens. The show on Friday night is also a tour kickoff show, and from what I understand, this will be your first international tour.
That's right. Yeah, but just barely. Right? We're going to Tijuana. So, Tate, you want to tell them where we're going? Where we're going?
We're going, we're going through New Mexico, Arizona, down to the south of California, dipping into Mexico, Tijuana, coming back on up all the way up the coast. Gonna hit Seattle and Portland, and not in that order, and then come on back through Boise on our way home, and make it a really awesome month out of it in our awesome RV that we have been restoring, and Josh is the master mechanic behind the engine part of things, so it's all coming together, and we're more than excited.
A man of many talents.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so we're going with the Kinky Fingers. We're touring with them, and since he has a Chevy too, and we have a Chevy, we called it the Heavy Chevy, or no, the Heavy Chevrolet Your Hair Down tour.
Very cool.
So
it's important to advertise it well like that.
Right.
Nice work.
We don't want to take ourselves too seriously either.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Josh Moorehead and the Guest List. Denver's own. They'll be playing Friday, May 8th at the Oriental Theater for an album release show and tour kickoff show. Right. Guys, how about one more song before you go?
Sounds good.
Yeah, this one is called While My Going's Good.
Just be getting cold. I've got a feeling that I won't live old. I've gotta go while my going's good, you see. You can stay in or leave reality. Move how you like to. Your passions enjoy themselves. Lean on me anyway. I follow your every move. Every night, more and more I feel you. Maybe good for me to make a real move. But when too much pain drives me weary, yours will be the name I know will hear me. Just be getting cold. I've got
way to finish. It has been Josh Moorehead and the guest list in the CPR Performance Studio. Guys, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Very much.
Means so much.
Our audio engineer today was Dave Fender. Irvin Coffey is behind the camera. And I'm Daniel Mescher, signing off from the CPR Performance Studio.